French fries are among the most popular fast foods around the world, beloved for their crispy texture, salty flavor, and convenience. They're a go-to side dish, snack, or even a main course for some, but their popularity doesn't reflect their impact on health. At their core, French fries are simply potatoes that have been cut, deep-fried, salted, and often served in excessive portions. And while potatoes themselves can be part of a healthy diet, the way French fries are prepared and consumed transforms them into a food item packed with risks. One of the most immediate problems with French fries is their high calorie density. Deep frying drastically increases the number of calories in each serving. A medium-sized portion from a fast food restaurant can easily contain 300 to 500 calories or more, often with little satiety in return. Because fries are typically eaten alongside burgers, sandwiches, or other calorie-dense items, they become part of a larger meal that quickly surpasses daily energy needs, especially if consumed frequently. The result is unintentional overeating, leading to gradual but persistent weight gain. More troubling is the type of fat absorbed during frying. French fries are often cooked in oils that contain unhealthy trans fats or become oxidized after repeated use in commercial fryers. Trans fats are particularly dangerous because they raise LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, lower HDL cholesterol, the good kind, and increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and inflammation. Even though many places have moved to reduce or ban artificial trans fats, trace amounts can still exist, and saturated fats are often still present in large quantities. Moreover, the frying process itself can create harmful compounds like acrylamide, a chemical that forms in starchy foods cooked at high temperatures and has been linked to cancer in animal studies, with growing concern about its potential impact on humans. French fries are rarely eaten in moderation. They're usually served in large portions, and due to their addictive taste and texture, people often eat more than they realize. This lack of portion control is especially dangerous when fries are consumed multiple times a week, as is common in many Western diets. In combination with sugary soft drinks or fatty dips, fries can contribute to a significant daily surplus in calories, fat, and sodium, none of which are easy for the body to process over time. Another hidden danger lies in the sodium content. French fries are typically heavily salted, with a single serving providing hundreds of milligrams of sodium, sometimes over half the daily recommended limit. High sodium intake is associated with hypertension, high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. And because fries are rarely eaten alone, the sodium from the rest of the meal only compounds the problem. This creates a dietary pattern that promotes long-term cardiovascular damage. In terms of blood sugar control, French fries are also problematic. Though potatoes have a relatively high glycemic index on their own, deep frying them makes things worse by adding fat, which slows digestion but doesn't stop the sharp rise in blood glucose levels. This can be especially damaging for people with insulin resistance or diabetes, as the combination of fat and rapidly digestible carbohydrates challenges the body's ability to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Over time, this increases the risk for type 2 diabetes, even in individuals who are not yet overweight. There's also the psychological side to consider. French fries are often tied to emotional eating, mindless snacking, and fast food culture. They're comfort food, served during celebrations, stress-eating episodes, and social gatherings. But this emotional attachment makes it harder to recognize their health toll, encouraging repeat consumption despite known risks. What starts as an occasional indulgence often becomes a dietary habit with long-term consequences. From an environmental perspective, the mass production of French fries contributes to agricultural strain. Monoculture farming of potatoes, high water usage, and the energy demands of large-scale frying operations all have ecological consequences. Add in the packaging waste and carbon emissions from transporting frozen fries around the globe, and the cost of this seemingly simple food extends far beyond our own bodies. Ultimately, while French fries may be delicious and satisfying in the moment, they are among the most calorie-dense, fat-laden, and nutrient-poor foods regularly consumed today. Their regular intake is strongly linked to obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Even though they seem harmless as a side dish, their effects compound over time, especially in diets that are already lacking in balance. Enjoying them once in a while in small portions, preferably oven-baked with minimal oil, is far safer than making them a dietary staple. But without that moderation, French fries are more than just a guilty pleasure. They're a slow-acting threat to long-term health.